Welcome to Base Operations Training. During this exercise, we will cover base construction, how to capture territory, and how to build defenses. Our headquarters is located in this farmhouse. The HQ is your most crucial structure. With it, you call in reinforcements and off-map support. First, let's deploy an engineer squad. To do this requires resources. As you can see on your taskbar, you have no resources. For training purposes, we'll give you enough resources to get started, but normally you earn resources by There are three types of resources in Company of Heroes: manpower, munitions, and fuel. Manpower is your primary resource. You spend manpower to deploy squads and vehicles. To deploy an engineer squad, select the HQ now. Left-click on the flash. Engineers are your basic construction squad. They can build defenses and base structures. Your engineers are ready for duty. Let's begin construction of a barracks. First, select your engineers. Left-click the flashing. To build a barracks, left-click the flashing button, and then left-click at the indicated location to order your base structures can only be built near the HQ and on open ground. If the build preview turns red, you cannot build at that location.
Okay, barracks
Good.
is ready. Barracks is
The
good to
barracks allows you to deploy basic infantry troops to the battlefield and upgrade your squads. Time to call in a rifleman squad. Select your barracks. Now, left-click again. Notice that you have spent manpower to deploy the rifleman squad. The rifleman squad is now displayed in the build queue. You can cancel any item in the queue by left-clicking on it. Rally points can be set by using the rally point icon, and then newly deployed squads will automatically move to that location. You've spent all of your resources. We'll now show you how to earn more. Remember, there are three types of resources in Company of Heroes: manpower, munitions, and fuel. Let's start with manpower. A constant stream of manpower is generated from your headquarters and from the total number of territory sectors you control. The first number in the highlighted area shows the total amount of manpower you currently have. The second number shows how much manpower you are earning per minute. Munitions is the second resource. You spend a constant stream of munitions is generated by capturing munitions sectors such as this one. Fuel is the final resource and is spent to deploy heavy vehicles, base structures, and to purchase global upgrades. A constant stream of fuel is generated by capturing fuel sectors like this one. The mini-map shows the location of all resource points. To get a more detailed view of the battlefield, click on the flashing button to bring up the tactical map. This is the tactical map. The battlefield is divided up into a number of territory sectors. Each sector has an icon which represents the location of the strategic point and the type of resource it provides. The more sectors you control, the more manpower you will receive. To return to the game view, click on the exit button and right-click on the munitions point to capture it. Right-click on the munitions point to capture it.
하고
Point is
있잖아요.
ours.
You've captured the point, and now you control the territory sector. As you can see on the mini-map, the sector is now blue, indicating it is Allied territory. However, the sector is also flashing. This means it is out of supply, and you are not receiving resources from it. Bring up the tactical map to get a better understanding of the munitions sector you've just captured is here. As you can see, it's not connected to your HQ sector here. This means it is out of supply. Out of supply territories do not generate any resources. To bring the munitions sector into supply, you need to capture this connecting sector. double-click on the strategic point symbol to zoom in on that location. Sometimes the enemy will be defending strategic points. Eliminate the enemy, then capture the strategic point.
Go, go, go! Get them out on the horizon while you move!
Sometimes the enemy will be defending strategic points. Eliminate the enemy, then capture the strategic point.
Point capture!
Excellent. Strategic points are vital in establishing your front lines and territory. Now, let's return to the munitions sector. The munitions sector is now in supply and generating a constant stream of resources. The resources a sector generates is indicated on its icon. Notice this matches your current munitions rate on the taskbar. Now, we need to secure the munitions sector to increase your munitions intake and make it harder for the enemy to capture. Now click on the flashing Field Defenses button. Left-click on the Observation Post button.
I didn't come all the way to Europe to do this.
군대 와서 아주 그냥 느는 거는 그냥 이거 땅 파는 기술밖에 없어.
Now that the observation post is complete, the sector is secure. Notice that your munitions rate has increased. More importantly, the enemy will need to destroy your observation post before they can capture your sector. This area is crawling with German patrols. Time to defend our front lines. Select your engineer squad. Click on the flashing Field Emplacements button. Left-click on the MG Emplacement button, and then, finally, set the facing.
MG emplacement on the double.
근데 여기보단 차라리 여기다 지고 이렇게 공격하는 게 나을 것 같은데. 물론 도로에서 공격해보면은 답이 없긴 한데.
Excellent.
Good enough for army work.
Enemy incoming. The MG emplacement will automatically engage. Fantastic. The MG emplacement is suppressing the enemy troops. They're retreating. However, the Germans know we're here now, and they'll be back with more troops. We need to fortify our position. In Company of Heroes, you can garrison local buildings which provide excellent cover for squads during combat. Order the engineers to garrison the nearby building by right-clicking on it.
Secure that building.
Good. Buildings can also be upgraded into a forward barracks, allowing you to deploy troops closer to the front. Select the local build. Left-click on the flash. Only buildings in supplied sectors can be upgraded into a forward barracks. Now you can deploy infantry squads from this building in exactly the same way you do from a barracks. Select the local building. Now deploy a rifleman squad.
Rifle squad.
Excellent. Use the rifleman squad to capture the indicated strategic point.
Oh, we'll take it all right.
You have deselected your squad. Use the rifleman squad to capture the indicated strategic point.
Objective secured. Rifle squad defending. We got contact!
The flashing yellow indicators above your squad shows that they are being suppressed. While suppressed, your squads will dive to the ground and crawl to avoid being hit. The flashing red indicator shows your squad is now pinned. Pinned units are ineffective and will take heavy casualties unless you retreat. Retreat will break any suppression or pinning effects on your squads and give them a defensive bonus. Your squad is safe now, but they took some casualties. You can reinforce squad members one member at a time. Select your rifleman squad. Click the flashing button to reinforce your squad back up to full strength. Squads can only reinforce if they are near a base structure, a forward barracks, or a half-track. Notice you have earned experience. You gain experience by capturing territory, building structures, and fighting the enemy. Once you've gained enough experience, you're rewarded with a command. You can use command points to unlock special abilities. To do this, left-click on the flashing There are 3 companies you can choose: Infantry, Airborne, and Armor. Each has its own special abilities and unique units. For training, we'll choose the Infantry Company. However, during the game, you'll be able to pick the company that best fits your playstyle. Click on the Infantry Company icon to select it. Then, click the Accept button to confirm. Here are the special abilities available to you as an Infantry Company commander. The Defensive Operations ability allows your riflemen to build defenses. Click on the Defensive Operations button. Then, click the Accept button to confirm your choice. The Germans will be counterattacking. We need to defend this area with sandbags. Select your rifle. Left-click on the Build Field Defense. Left-click at the indicated location. Now drag the mouse to the final location and left-click to order your... Good. Your riflemen are now building the wall section by section. Sandbags provide heavy cover. You can move infantry behind this wall to give them cover against incoming fire.
We're ready to move in, just give the order. On the double, man. This reminds me of basic training.
That's it. Construction finished.
The men are formed up, sir. Yep, let's move.
Take forward fire!
어디 빼는 방법이 있었던 것 같은데.
Enemy unit dead. Earn more command points. Left-click on the company commander button. Left-click on the flashing button to unlock a devastating artillery. Use the artillery strike ability to defeat the German attack. Okay, take cover.
Construction complete! Find some cover!
Enemy unit down. Stand down. Section is clear. Well done. During training, we covered how to establish your base, call in additional troops, capture territory, defend your front lines, and use company commander abilities to defeat the enemy. This completes base operations.
자, 이렇게 끝나고요.